Happy Friday, Sonder family. You made it. We we are at the end of the week, and you are here to carve out some self-care time to recenter, let the week go, spend time in meditation. And I want to welcome you along with my co-facilitator. You have Team Jennifer on the call this evening. Jen is hopping on to give you a wave. And if you have any questions along the way tonight, feel free to drop them in the chat. I love this time together when we can all just chill for a little while, right? Coloring is a meditative practice, much like yoga. And when you are just in your flow and coloring, it doesn't matter how you're doing it, what colors you're doing. What matters is that practice, that process, and what is going on in your brain as you put those colors on that paper. It just kind of gives you a clean slate, lets all that cortisol from the week calm down, and provides you with a wonderful reset for embracing a beautiful weekend. So let's get to coloring. A reminder of our community guidelines. This is a very safe place. And of course, if you've been to any socials before, you know it's the best community around. Whatever happens here stays here, but we are here for one another. Is there anybody here for the first time coloring with us? Please drop a me in our chat so we can give you an extra big welcome. And again, if you have anything that you need along the way, just drop it in the chat and we will try to help you. Oh, good. We've got a couple of first timers. Well, bravo to you, because science has proven how good this is for our grown-up brains, y'all. So I'm glad you're here. Make sure that you set your chat to everyone so that we can all share with one another. And as you know, we've been digging into the theme of acceptance this month, a little bit heavier than some other themes. And I wanted to kind of lean into that with our sort of opening activity that we'll do. And then after the opening activity, I'm going to give you a lot of space with some soft, soothing music and just time to attend to that coloring page. And then we will close it up. So I found this quote that I love. The cure for anything is salt water, tears, sweat, or the sea. And of course, it's inspired by our fun coloring page this evening. So I want you very quickly, just find the place in your journal, a little spot where there's space for notes, or maybe on the scratch pad in your weekly for this week, or maybe even just on Friday, if you've got a little space. And I want you to consider this idea of acceptance and think about how it relates in your life to either sweat, tears, or the sea. Have you ever found solace or relief through like physical exertion, that sweat, or emotional release, or just being immersed in nature? And then in your journal, explore those things that are coming to your head, those thoughts and experiences that draw you to this quote, how it fits in your life. Think about how this perspective on saltwater as a cure can inspire you to face and accept challenges and healing and connecting with nature. I'm going to put on some little music while you dig in, and feel free to share as you are comfortable. And I'll be back to check in just a few moments. Thank you guys for sharing and for taking a moment for yourself to kind of think about um, how we accept things in light of this quote. I know that sometimes just a darn good cry in the shower just releases and helps me breathe. And acceptance is the very next step after that. Like, I realize it is what it is. So thanks for leaning into this with us this evening. Um, and let's get on to our coloring. Now, like I said earlier, there is no right or wrong way to color. It is about the process. And of course, we do enjoy making our pages beautiful. And as you can see on the slides, oh my goodness, Sonder family has been doing some top-notch stuff this month. I was able to gather some images just for some inspiration. If you haven't started coloring, maybe one of these little guys will inspire you with your palette that you want to use. I'm actually in process of mine, and I think I'm going to go with just kind of off the normal color, and I'm going to go with rubies and reds because that's the birthstone for July. So I'm just going to embrace those colors for mine. Here are some other ones. You can use any tools you want. There are some folks who will just color in some spaces with the black, and that's it. So again, it's about tuning into that page and letting your brain settle down. I wanted to share the one that's right there in the middle. You can see that is they didn't feel obligated to color in every little bit. That would be my recommendation. If you have any, like arthritis in your hands acting up, that kind of stuff, don't worry about doing small little strokes. You can go with something a little bit broader, like that one that you see in the middle right there. And Lydia, just wish this social was longer. Yes, be sure to put that in your feedback survey so that we can do that. So I'm going to quit talking because I want to make sure you have plenty of time to color. I'm going to play some music. It's all inspired by our little sea turtle. Lots of nice ocean sounds this evening. And I'll come back in and check on you, see how you're doing. If you start noticing things in your body, are you settling down? Please share that in the chat. Like, wow, all of a sudden I just feel like, oh, I can breathe. Let us know. Again, no right or wrong way to do this. It's about just spending this time relaxing and reconnecting to that inner spirit that is there that maybe the week kind of trampled on. Enjoy. I'll be back to check on you in a little bit.
Swim, little turtle in the sea. Swim with the fish out on the reef. Let the tide take you by the fin through the sea. Through the sea. Strong little turtle moving slow. Carry your home wherever you go. Through the sea. In the sea. Through the sea. In the sea. I'll swim through moon and starlight glow. Shine your shell of honeycomb. Hide your head inside your home. Through the sea. Sea. Sea.
I'm just popping in to check on you, make sure that you are breathing with those good deep belly breaths. Those are going to be the breaths that give you the most replenishment. Little bit of chatting going on, people saying goodbye to the work week, noticing changes in their body as they've allowed themselves time to sit, listen to the music, just kind of chill out. So thank you for sharing those things in the chat. Jennifer was saying, consider how you want to use that blank space, that negative space that's around our little turtles tonight. Maybe there is a journal prompt you want to write to, or maybe talk a little bit more, write a little bit more about saltwater and that acceptance that comes through either the sweat or the tears or just hanging in the ocean. We are planning a quick trip. I'm from the Texas Gulf Coast. Most of my life I've lived down there, and I am missing the water. And I'm watching what you guys are writing about it. I think we all need to make a plan to get our toes dipped in the sand and the surf soon. So go ahead and resume your practice this evening while we listen to some more music. And again, remember to breathe. You have calmed down that fight or flight thing that goes on in our brain, and you're replacing it with some serenity. You're accepting that the week is done and you're here now. I'll be back to check on you in a little bit. friends, I want to be sure to encourage you to go check in on Sonder Club so you can see this amazing grid turtle that is all of us in our chat. Doing those grids are a great way to approach coloring. It's very helpful if the eyes are not so great or your hands are bothering you. I am so glad that you carved out this time to hang out with us this evening. We've got 100 souls now that have been calmed down. I know, Brenda. No, be sure to put that in your first feedback survey. We want to go a few more minutes longer each time. We still have that refer a friend QR code there. So they get $10 off. You'll get $10 off. You can use that. Share your feedback by doing that QR code. You'll also get a follow-up email with feedback survey. I personally loved hanging out with you guys. I feel like I kind of had a little pretend visit to the beach. I've got some pink going on my turtle this evening, and I'm just glad to have sat and chilled with you guys, taking care of ourselves, giving ourselves a little self-care with that meditation. So I'll be hanging out this weekend with some weekly setups. I hope to see you there. Thank you again for joining us, and stay tuned for August. It's going to be a special coloring social in August.
My love to the sea of love. I want to tell you, oh, how much I love you. Yes, I do. Do you remember when we met? Oh, it was the day I knew you were my pet, baby. I want to tell you, oh, how much I love you. Yes, I do. So come with me to the sea. Oh, my love, do you remember when we met? Oh, it was the day I knew you were my pet, baby. I want to tell you, oh, how much I love you. Yes, I do. So come with me to the sea. Oh, my love. Come with me, my love, to the sea,